Hello and welcome back to Bike Matters. It's Jake here, and today I'm going to give you my top 10 picks for the new scooters set to be released in 2022. Now before I begin, I want to know what scooter you are most looking forward to seeing in the new year, so make sure to let me know in the comments section below. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Now let's get into the video. Kicking off the list at number 10, we have the budget brand Lexmoto. Now, as I'm sure you're aware, Lexmoto are a UK brand importing Chinese bikes, and not so long ago they launched the Aura 125 to take on their Japanese rivals. Well, they've been pleased with the Aura 125's reception because now they're launching a bigger version, the Aura 300. Aimed at the A2 market, the Aura will be available alongside its stablemate, the Pegasus 300. The Pegasus remains the larger and more traditional maxi scooter. The Aura, comparatively, is the more compact option. Think more along the lines of Yamaha NMAX or Honda PCX. The spec on the Aura 300 is pretty budget, as you would expect. The liquid-cooled 278cc engine only puts out 18.8 brake horsepower. Fuel economy is expected at 73 miles per gallon, and most of the other setup, such as brakes and suspension, is all pretty standard stuff. It will though have a few extras, such as heated grips and full LED lighting as standard, which are some nice additions. It might lack some of the finish, spec and refinement of the Japanese and European big boys, but no doubt it will still be a nice and affordable option. Hence, it scrapes through at number 10 on my list today. In at 9, we have the BMW CE04. Now, let me start by saying, I know that this scooter is completely Marmite. You're either going to love it or hate it, and in all honesty, every person I've discussed this scooter with falls into one of those camps. There is no in between. But it seems as though BMW's scooter of the future is going full steam, or battery, ahead, and I for one am chuffed. Announced at the start of this year, the BMW CE04 is BMW's latest dive into the two-wheel EV market, following the success of their electric car range. Powered by a liquid-cooled synchronous motor, the BMW CE04 has a rated power output of 15 kilowatts or 20 brake horsepower and a maximum power output of 31 kilowatts or 42 brake horsepower for you to play with, making it capable of an electronically limited 74.5 miles per hour top speed in order to preserve range, which, by the way, is estimated at 130 kilometers or a smidge over 80 miles. I think this scooter offers pretty impressive performance with a 0 to 50 km speed of just 2.6 seconds. You won't have much beating you off the line. It is a BMW after all. Looks-wise, there isn't really anything else like this out there on the market at the moment, making it a bit of a standalone in the UK electric scooter scene. When I call it a scooter of the future, I actually do mean it. To me, it's reminiscent of the hoverboards from Back to the Future 2. Tech-wise, the CE04 offers some of the best on the market, as the BMW Motorrad connectivity system, matched with the connected app and a huge 10.25-inch TFT display, allows all the creature comforts you'd find in one of their cars, including performance data, range, charging time, music player, sat-nav, call connectivity and a whole lot more. It really is quite an impressive feature. Now, all this is great, but it does come at a somewhat eye-watering cost. One of these is going to set you back £11,700. Now, I know that's not a price that all will be able to afford, and to be honest, even if you could, I'm not necessarily sure you'd even want to spend that kind of money on an electric scooter. However, this is a vehicle that's aimed at those premium buyers, like BMWs always are, and there are people out there who will buy one. So if that's you, I really do hope you enjoy it. The CE04 is a mix of futuristic styling and tech, BMW quality and scooter advancements that we've just not seen in the UK market before. So for that reason, it takes my number 9 spot today. Also, I know this featured on last year's list, but it hasn't been released yet, so it still counts. In at number 8, we have the Silence SO1 Plus. Spanish brand Silence are relatively new to the UK, however they continue to expand their range with a new version of the popular SO1. The SO1 is Silence's flagship electric scooter model, and announced at EICMA is the new SO1 Plus, which I'm fairly sure will be called the SO1 Connected Plus in the UK. It will be the all-singing, all-dancing version of the SO1, so we'll likely see improved range and speed. Given the SO1 Connect's already impressive performance, it will be interesting to see how the SO1 Plus will compare. Silence seems to be marketing the Plus to offer a bit more sportiness and aggression, boasting a cool graphite colourway with red and black accents and even having a seat manufactured by Shad. It doesn't stop there either. With new suspension, brakes and Pirelli tyres, it's obvious Silence are really making the Plus stand out as an electric sports scooter. Knowing that the S01 Connected starts at £5,695 after the use of a UK grant, I'm guessing the Plus version will be on the very premium side of the pricing spectrum. But while we await the official release date and price, I can't help but be impressed by what Silence are offering. It's a forward step for the electric scooter market, and that's why it's taking number 8 today. In at 7, the Piaggio 1. This all-new scooter is the first electric model in Piaggio's lineup, though obviously the Piaggio group have had the more premium Vespa Electrica out for a few years now. However, it's good to see that the Piaggio 1 should address some of the Vespa Electrica's flaws and limitations. The Piaggio 1 will come in 2 variants. The first is the standard Piaggio 1, being the L1 version, meaning it's equivalent to a restricted 50cc moped, which packs a 1.2 kilowatt motor capable of 28 miles per hour and has a range expected up to 27 miles. The second version is the Piaggio 1 Active. This houses a pokier 2 kilowatt motor, sees a top speed of 38 miles per hour and increased range of up to 52 miles when used in eco mode. The Piaggio 1 has a battery which can either be charged while still in the moped or, unlike the Electrica, can be removed and charged separately too. Also, there is the price. The L1 version will start at £2,500 after grant use, which is a massive saving compared to the Electrica L1. The One Active can then be purchased for just £3,000 after grant use. Now, the Piaggio 1 itself might not blow your socks off when it comes to spec, but to have this type of electric moped based upon that popular Piaggio Zip design with a colour dash, keyless tech, storage compartment and LED lighting, all for just £2,500, I see no reason why this couldn't become an extremely popular model for Piaggio. It's great to see they've learned from the Electrica and put out a more friendly and accessible scooter that's sensibly priced. It's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but for me it's a step in the right direction, and it's well deserving of the number 7 place. We have a very impressive entry at number 6, the aggressive ZT310M from Zontes. Zontes are most definitely one of those Chinese brands leading the charge on better quality machines. In recent years, we've seen new models released that really do offer fantastic value for money, and 2022 will see them expand further. Enter the new Zontes maxi scooter, the ZT310M. Sitting proudly in their lineup at Motorcycle Live 2021, the ZT310M is an aggressively styled maxi scooter with a great dark satin blue and gloss black finish. The visual quality looks very impressive. It'll be powered by a 312cc single-cylinder liquid-cooled engine that will produce almost 33 brake horsepower at around 7,500 revs and 32 Nm of torque at 5,500 revs. Bear in mind, the extremely popular Honda Forza 350 puts out almost 29 brake horsepower and 31.5 Nm of torque. Zontes have done a great job at keeping this one competitive with its bigger brand rivals. The similarities don't end there. With a 14-inch wheel at the front and back and a 12-litre fuel tank, the Zontes is very close to its competitors. Now, price is TBC at the time of recording this, but if I was to guess, and this is purely a guess, I'd assume that this one would be somewhere around the £5,000 mark. Zontes expects this new scooter to be available early 2022, and I for one am really looking forward to seeing how this one performs. So we've hit the halfway point. Which has been your favourite so far? Make sure to let me know in the comments section below. Before we continue, I just want to give our UK viewers the opportunity to save some money on their next scooter or motorcycle insurance policy. Our good friends over at Lexham are offering all BikeMatters viewers a chance of saving £20 just for watching our videos. All you have to do is click the link in the top right hand corner now, get yourself a quote and save some cash. In at 5, we have the new Kymco DTX. There is no denying the UK is one of the countries Kymco are yet to properly crack. The Taiwanese firm are a hugely popular scooter manufacturer, selling in phenomenal numbers around the world, and have a past steeped in reliability and innovation, working and producing for the likes of BMW, Kawasaki, and of course in the early days, Honda. 2022 sees Kymco launch an all-new model that's like nothing they've ever done before. Jumping on the adventurous crossover scooter theme, we see the DTX that will be available as a 360 or a learner-friendly 125 version, designed to take on off-road terrain, though obviously this might be better suited to your local green lane rather than committing to the Dakar Rally. The 360 will house a 320cc engine with an expected 29 brake horsepower and 22 foot-pounds of torque, with extras like traction control, keyless ignition, full LED lighting and colour dash. As these are freshly launched, we can't quite tell you how much these are going to cost or when they'll hit UK shores, as this hasn't been released yet. However, for us, this is one we're really looking forward to seeing and hopefully getting to test in the future. Just how will it compare against the mighty Honda? Another one where only time will tell. In at 4, we have the mighty Yamaha TMAX TMAX. No doubt about it, the 2022 TMAX TMAX is the best and most advanced scooter on this list, but it is priced accordingly, which means it definitely won't be as financially accessible like so many others on this list, hence why it isn't number 1 today. The TMAX is one fantastic and ultra-modern design scooter, which has seen improved sporty design and ergonomics to really offer a premium motorcycle feeling from a maxi scooter. Rather unsurprisingly, as the name suggests, it isn't just sporty, it's crammed full of technology to really lead the way for maxi scooter tech. The changes for 2022 sees the body become more compact and slimmer, with a motorcycle style die-cast aluminium frame to work in harmony with its other components, such as adjustable rear suspension and ultra-lightweight spin-forged wheels to really offer superb class-leading performance. Throw in other TMAX extras such as smart key, Garmin navigation, heated grips and seat, adjustable windscreen with an air intake duct, cruise control, 7-inch full-colour TFT display, backlit switchgear, Yamaha chip-controlled throttle, new fly-by-wire accelerator, and even an anti-theft locking centre stand. Putting all that incredible spec aside, to get your hands on the new 2022 Yamaha TMAX TMAX, it's going to cost £12,500. So definitely one for those with a larger budget. And it's because of that large price tag that the TMAX TMAX just misses out on the top 3. If you disagree, make sure to let me know in the comments. I'm sure you will. Just making it into the top 3, we have a maxi scooter legend, the Suzuki Burgman 400. The Suzuki Burgman is one of the original maxi scooters which started it all. Having been announced in early 2021, I know it isn't strictly new for 2022, but given its significance and delay in availability, I'm sneaking it onto this list. Whereas many of the most recent maxi scooters have gone in adventurous or sporty directions, Suzuki have stayed true with the Burgman's original intention: to commute, tour or travel in blissful comfort. With great stability and ride thanks to the large 15-inch front wheel, 41mm telescopic front suspension and monoshock rear, and its underbone lightweight frame, they've designed the Burgman to continue that legacy. Starting at £6,799, the Burgman 400 won't be the cheapest A2 maxi scooter about, but with its great reputation as a dependable maxi, I'm sure it will continue to be a key model on the market, hence why I'm happy to give it number 3 on my list today. Just missing out on the top spot and taking number 2, we have the all-new Aprilia SR GT 125. Aprilia is another one of those brands that we've been waiting patiently to see a Euro 5 scooter release from, and we eventually have it, and I for one am very excited to see it hit UK roads. We know pretty much anything from Aprilia is going to look great, and the all-new SR GT, it doesn't disappoint. It seems to blend the usual Aprilia aggressive sporty looks rather well with adventurous aspects, including the long travel front suspension and all-surface tyres, while still providing those typical scooter comforts and conveniences. As you'd expect, it packs some pretty decent spec, including 25-litre underseat storage, USB port, a nice and clean LCD dash, windscreen, full LED lighting and start-stop technology. When it comes to the engine, the SR GT has the popular and powerful iGet engine that is also found in the impressive Piaggio medley that kicks out 14.75 brake horsepower, which is the max power for a 125 on a CBT. We may have had to wait a little while for the 125cc scooter from Aprilia, but I think it's been worth it. This is one scooter that I know Brett can't wait to get his hands on and test, and hence it's my number 2 today. Taking the top spot today, we have the new Honda ADV 350. First released in 2017, the X-Adventure 750 was a rather radical addition to Honda's lineup. Being a crossover that mixed adventure bikes with maxi scooters, it was the type of scooter most of us really were not expecting. Roll forward a few years and a few more crossover adventure scooters are creeping onto the market, and even Honda are seeing an opening and have now put out their A2-friendly adventure scooter, the ADV 350. Keeping the same adventurous theme as its big sibling, the 350 350 has a rugged styling, long travel suspension, smart key, LCD dash, smartphone connectivity, block pattern tyres, adjustable screen, some pretty premium spec by modern standards. Housing a 330cc liquid-cooled single overhead cam engine producing near 29 brake horsepower at 7,500 revs, and 31.5 Nm of torque at 5,250 RPM, the X-Adventure looks set to be using the same Euro 5 compliant engine, rather unsurprisingly, as the Forza 350. But that's no bad thing. An adventure maxi scooter might not be for everyone, but for me, it really mixes up the maxi scooter market and helps these new breeds really stand out from the crowd. Throw in that A2 friendly nature and spec, and this might help draw bikers over to the maxi scooter dark side. And that's why it's taking my #1 spot today. So there you have it, my top 10 new scooters for 2022, with the Honda ADV 350 clinching the #1 spot. Which are you looking forward to seeing most in the new year? As always, make sure to drop your pick in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, and if you aren't already subscribed, why not? Hit that subscribe button and ding that notification bell, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.